It's just been like consistent, like 10K above months.
Downloaded it. I checked the date, July of 2021. And then I left my job in September of 2021.
Since then, I've sold websites. I've pivoted my business. I'm no longer doing social media management.
What has been like your highest month?
13K.
It has literally changed my life.
When you were designing on WordPress, were you charging way less? Like, what is that like?
Yeah, way less. I think my first WordPress was like $500.
$500 for a WordPress site versus like up to $5,000 for a Showit site. All right, welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to sit down with you, Shelby. This is like so exciting because I'm just gonna give one little backstory. I actually did a website in a day with Shelby for her coaching business last January, actually. I think it's the beginning of
Yes.
this year.
Yeah. That was whenever I made my first payment was, I think, January 1st.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So a full year ago, funniest story, like full circle. So maybe I'll let you fill it in a little bit, but yeah, she was a client of mine and now she is doing web design. So full circle.
Amazing. I love it. Like, you inspired me so much and I fell in love with Showit, and it's like, I've got to learn how to do this because I'm just a creative anyways. And I did it, and here we are.
I love
It's been amazing.
Oh my God. So because it was very shortly after. So we did your website, built it out. And then I remember, I think within 1 week, you were like, I love this. I think I want to do this myself. Like, what should I do? What happened in those like few weeks? Like, because did you buy the library and CEO of Showit? Remind me what you took.
I did Passive Passion Project and then the library.
Okay.
Yeah. Because see, I have some web design history. Like, I was really sick back in 2020 and I founded a nonprofit, and I created the website on Squarespace from my sick bed. Before that, I've done websites like off and on, not as a business or anything, but just I'm a creative. I love to create. It's an amazing outlet for me, and I just thoroughly enjoy it. And so whenever I was about to start my coaching business or whatever, I fell in love with just the way you design and everything else. And that's whenever I reached out to you of like, I've got to work with her. And I know she can really help me bring my vision to life because yes, I'm a brand strategist as well, but sometimes you just need to work with somebody like to help get you out of your head and help bring you to life. You know, and it's all about the experience. And so we worked together. And you handed over the website to me, and I was like itching. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to get in there and like, look at this. And I just fell in love with how intuitive Showit is. And, you know, and I hadn't launched my business yet either. And so, you know, there were things I wanted to add and everything. And I kid you not, I played around with Showit after you handed the website over to me for hours. I just loved it so much. And then I started thinking, I was like, man, like, you know, this is something that I could offer too, because I am a brand strategist and I could make websites for clients if they're needing them, you know? And then that's whenever I messaged you, and I don't remember what I jumped into first. I think it was Passion Passive Project, I think. And then once you mentioned the library, I was like, well, take my money. Best decision ever. So,
oh my God. So once you learned, and like, let's say once you felt confident building sites, how did it look like? What was like the first client exchange? Like, where did you find them? What did you charge? All the things.
So very interesting. I ended up launching, mine is called Build a Brand Experience. So 24-hour turnover. Depending on the build out, they get the custom fonts, you know, just little razzle dazzle in there. And I posted it on my social media, and a guy that I haven't talked to since high school and that has his own solar business, he reached out to me. He's like, Shelby, like, everything you do is cool. Like, I need to work with you. I was like, well, you know, Jeremy, I don't know anything about solar. I don't. I mean, that's really not my my ideal client, but I was down to help him. He really was like, whatever, like, let's do it. It was like, if you'll help me with copy and like all of that stuff. Yeah, I built his website. It took me a couple days because we just had to go back and forth and tweak some things just copy wise. But I built his brand, and I think I charged $2,600.
Oh my God, for your first ever website.
Yes.
That's like incredible.
Amazing.
Were you like so fucking excited?
Yes. I was like, I get to have fun and be creative and help people's businesses and get paid for it for just being creative and designing. This is the coolest thing ever.
Oh my God.
So
did you use the library designs for that?
Yes. Yep.
Website?
Yeah. So I think I used a few, if I remember correctly. But what I love about the library is you can take it and you can still make it your own, you know, but it's like the hard work is already done. You know, it saves so much time. Genius product. I'd buy it over and over again if I could.
Oh, thank you. Love you. You guys, I didn't pay her to say that.
And listen, if anybody's watching this and you're on the fence about the library or really anything that Becca's doing, just do it. Trust me.
Oh my God. I love you. So with that first client, were you, because I know that I know you, you're so confident.
Yeah.
I feel like you could just like do it and be like, oh, I've got this, and like not even like be phased. But was there any part of it that was like, holy shit, like what did I get myself into? I'm nervous. What, like, was there anything?
Yeah, I was nervous. I was like, damn, I'm charging 20. Like, I just wanted to make sure that I was delivering a quality product, you know, and I didn't, and especially since it wasn't really my ideal client, solar, like what the heck, you know? I know a lot about solar now though. but yeah, it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but I just did it and really got into the zone, put on some good music and just started playing around with it. You know, I mean, I think that we as designers, that's something that we can all kind of relate to, just getting in the zone and channeling that and just building something badass and beautiful. And so I really enjoyed doing it, and he was so happy. And, you know, I check on my clients periodically because I'm like, I wonder what they're up to. And I'd seen where he had made some text changes, like he had made little bitty changes on there. And I'm like, see, I love this because the client can go on and it's intuitive. It's easy once the build is done. And I think that the clients really appreciate that. So
yeah. I love that so much. So to clarify, was that in a day you designed that website and delivered it in 24 hours?
It would have been in a day, but it was like 3 days because of the solar stuff. Like we just had to tweak some stuff with verbiage. But the build out was done. I mean, it was done very quickly in a day.
For $2,600.
Yes.
Like, for your first site.
Yes. For my first site.
So incredible. Like, I feel like sometimes, just especially with social media, like we see all these numbers and these high numbers. And I feel like sometimes, and maybe you didn't ever feel like this, but I know when I first started, when I would charge, you know, it was $1,200 and then $1,800. And even like, as I grew, I feel like I never felt like it was good enough. And now I look back and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's literally what some people make in a month. Like, why did I not just feel like over the moon? Like, your first site made $2,600 in a 3-hour or 3-day turnaround website.
Yeah.
That is
insane.
Incredible. Like truly incredible.
Insane.
Yeah.
I was so excited. Whenever I saw that payment come through, I'm like, I'm never going to forget this moment. And I think that I messaged you. I think that I DM'd you or something. And I was like, I got my first website. Oh my gosh, I love you. Thank you for helping me. And yeah, I mean, it's a really good feeling.
Yeah,
really
I love that. You totally did DM me. It's really funny. I was at a restaurant in Venice and I'm like with my husband at the table and I see 3 voice notes come in and I'm like, this is Shelby. Like, I want to go listen to this. So I went to the bathroom. Babe, I'll be right back. I went to the bathroom, like pressed out, like listened to it and I voiced it you back. I was like, oh my God, congrats.
Yeah, I was so freaking excited and just, you know, so much gratitude to you too, because, you know, in this day and age, you don't know what you're buying and it's like there's some weird people out there, you know, and the quality of your education is just phenomenal, and it's fun and it works, and like, you don't gatekeep, you want everybody to win. And that, I just really, woman to woman, like, I appreciate that so much, because you help lift other people up. And so, you know, I was really excited about doing this, because I did want to share my story, and like, anybody can do this. You really can, you know, and it's fun and it's filling and all of the things. So just love it, love it, love it.
Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you. I think that like really just, it is why I do what I do. At this point, I am so obsessed with you guys and like watching your guys' journeys. And I had obviously experienced it myself of what happened with my own journey. And now just watching you guys, I'm like, this is why I want to do this entire series, is because I want to show that it is possible. Because like, enough about me, like, yes, I did this, but like, that could be a fluke. Like, no, look at what you guys are doing. Like, that's what it's all about. And it really does show that, like, if you are dedicated and invested and you just desire it, like, you can fucking do it. You can make it happen.
Yeah. And people need websites. I think I messaged you over the weekend. My brother, he does like dirt track racing and stuff. And so I'm managing his entire brand. They're starting to build race cars. I'm building out that website and stuff. But there was somebody that came up to me at the race and was like, Shelby, I need a website. Like, I need you to do my website for me. And I was like, well, sure thing. Like, let's do it. You know, you never know who's watching and everything. And it's just, even if it's not something that, you know, you really want to do full time, it's something that you can have in your toolbox to offer your clients and be well-rounded, right? And so that's personally what I'm doing, because I do business coaching and everything else. So yeah, anyways, it was really neat hearing that from him. And so I'll be doing his website soon.
Yeah. That's exciting. Yeah. I feel like some people are so scared about becoming a web designer, and they're like, oh, is it so inflated? There's so many, like, the demand is so big that should not even be a worry. Like, businesses that are already established that need a new website, and new businesses being born every single day. Like, it is one of the most lucrative industries you could get into as a creative.
Yeah. And it's definitely a good trade to know, period, because you learn so much. I've learned so much about, you know, the different people that I've worked with and different businesses. And it's really inspiring. And I mean, you get to help out somebody's business and help them be successful and present their vision to the world. I mean, how freaking cool is that? That is a cool ass job. That's not even a job. It's just like fun and amazing.
Yeah. I love that. So I love that you brought up that you're not doing it full time, because most of my other students, I think that it's like their goal to go full time. And it's really unique, because that's obviously not what everyone is. Like, some people even want to still have their 9 to 5, or they're a business coach or whatever it looks like, and have this just additional kind of like fulfilling side hustle. How have you managed that? Like, what does that look like for you?
It's been interesting. Like, I mean, I'm not opposed to going full time, you know, but one thing about me, I am multi-passionate. Okay. Like, I always have been. That's just the Shelby Hedgecock brand. It's been that way since middle school, since high school. I've literally been building my personal brand. Didn't realize it at the time, but I was doing that then. And I'm just multi-passionate. And so I'll take on some clients in a month, you know, because that's the thing. I just enjoy it so much. It's like, it doesn't feel like work. It's just, if I can have the time. And, you know, business coaching and transformational coaching for women entrepreneurs, that's kind of like my thing. But being able to have this extra source of income over here for myself, and being able to offer it, if, you know, hey, you need a website, like, I can do that for you. I can help you build your brand. I can help you build your business, things like that. It's just, I think it's really neat to have that option there. I'm not opposed to going full time. I think that if I started advertising myself as just a web designer and just put pedal to the metal, I could, but I'm just like, I'm the founder of my nonprofit too. There's just a lot going on, but I enjoy it how it is right now. So.
Yeah. Well, I love that you're making it work for you. I feel like
yeah,
it's so easy to think like, oh, it's like, it has to be this way, or in order to be successful, like it has to be like this. And it really doesn't. Like, you have been able to create it to look exactly how you want it to look, and be passionate and have your toes dipped in all these different things.
Yeah.
So I think that's incredible. I mean, it's to you.
Thanks. Yeah. And the niching down too. I think that it's important we know who our ideal client is and things like that. But I think it's cool to be able to have the option, if you want to work with people in different industries. And, as you said, you can create your business however you want to create it. As long as you're putting your face out there and sharing your story and like doing your thing, people are going to fall in love with you and want to work with you just because you're you. That's like you. I mean, honestly, whenever I started looking into you, I was just like, oh my God, like I really want to work with her. She's so badass. I just feel like we could really connect. And I know she can help me bring my vision to life. And I felt that way about you. Somebody's going to feel that way about me, and so on and so forth. So 100%. There's not just one way or the highway. It's making it look how you want it to look. So.
Yeah, I love that so much. Yeah, 100% agree. So if, let's say someone's watching this and they want to become a web designer, whether it's side hustle, part-time, full-time, whatever it's like, do you have one piece of advice that you would give them if they were like still on the fence, let's say?
I would probably, if they were in front of me, I would just say, well, what are you waiting for? Like what is it exactly that's holding you back? Because a lot of times what that is just, it's uncomfortable because it's fear of the unknown, and they compare themselves with other people. But like, I'm sure with other people too, as we'll see in this series, everybody can create their business how they want to. You make it like however you want it to be, and you can do this. Like, you can do it. Even if you want to make an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month, you can do it. There's a place for you, and you never know who's watching, like, ever. I mean, that guy from high school that I hadn't spoken to since high school would have never in a million years ever thought that he would have ever paid me for anything. And B, that he was like, I literally haven't talked to him in over 10 years. And he was my first client and paid me $2,600 and was the happiest guy ever. So, if I can do it, you can do it, and you absolutely will not regret it, because Becca sets you up for success.
Oh, I love that. So basically, just fucking go for it.
Just fucking go for it.
Yes,
just do it, because it's fun too. And like, you learn so much. You learn so much about marketing, and you literally give the framework. So for somebody that is just getting started in social media and is intimidated, maybe they don't have like a page for themselves yet or something like that, I mean, you literally tell them how to do it from start to finish. Like, and it might not be an overnight thing, and that's okay too. It takes time to build a business, and it takes time to go full time, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So I would just say, just go for it, because you won't regret it.
I love that. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the best advice, I would say. I agree as well.
Just fucking do it.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. I know that your story is going to be so inspiring, and I can't wait for people whoever's watching this. Thank you. But I know people want to become best friends with you. So where can they come hang out?
I love best friends. So you can follow me on Instagram. It's just at Shelby Hedgecock, HEDGECOCK. And you can view my beautiful website that's partially Becca, partially me.
It's a collaborative.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I think I put down at the bottom, made with love by Bold and Boho and me.
I love that.
Yeah. So ShelbyHedgecock.com, and then Shelby Hedgecock on TikTok. It's just Shelby Hedgecock everywhere. So I'm pretty easy to find. I'm everywhere.
Love it. Yay. Well, thank you so much. And
Thank you,
everyone go follow
Becca.
her and hang out with her.
Yay. Be my best friend.
Bye.
Bye.